Hi, my name is Amina. I'm just gonna be doing my everyday like clean girl makeup. I have been promising this video to my friends and like several other people for so long, so this is that time. If you can hear my ear, I'm sorry, it's so hot in here. But yeah, so I already have my skincare done. It's nighttime. I wish I had done this in the day so I could show you my skincare as well, but I'm just gonna go ahead and do this and then like jump in the shower and unwind. I use the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Foundation and I mix it in with the Mer Oil. It doesn't have to be the Mer Oil. This stuff is so expensive. You can just mix it with like any facial oil and you'll be fine. So I take 1 pump of this. And I usually don't use the full pump, so that was kind of a lot. And I shake this up because it kind of like, you know, I think it's like an oil and water like emulsion or something, I don't know. And I just do like 2 drops of that. And this is like a medium to full coverage foundation, but with the oil, it kind of thins it out. So I think it becomes like light to medium. And then I just put that on my face. I don't use primer or anything just because I don't think it's necessary. The Heavenly Luxe number 6 flat top buffing brush. And I'm just going to pat that in. I like my foundation like at least a shade darker than me, just because, I don't know, I feel like it just looks better than when you try to like match it exactly to like your face or like your neck and chest. Like as long as your undertone is right, I definitely suggest getting a foundation that's just like a little bit darker than your skin tone. I'm just gonna give this a couple seconds. This is just spots where I have like dark marks or anything that I want to cover a little bit more. I do little to no coverage around my mouth because I have deep smile lines, and yeah, I just don't want to put a whole lot of makeup in those areas and have them like really creased up. I'm just gonna pack these in. You can see how glowy I am from the oil being mixed in with this foundation. This is normally like a satin matte foundation. So yeah, turned on my ring light. Okay, now I'm gonna take my wet beauty blender and just go over that. I just don't like to have a lot of like foundation on my face. I feel like it's not necessary and we wanna look nice and natural, you know? I don't put any makeup on my nose just because I don't like how that looks on me. Then I take the Pat McGrath concealer. This is the shade LM11. I feel like the key to clean girl makeup look is like bright and like just fresh looking. And I'm gonna leave this on here for a little while just so, not even so much for the coverage because this is a really full coverage foundation, not foundation, concealer. But more so because I like the finish better when it just sits a little bit longer. And this is how much foundation I have left. I would say I used maybe like a half pump of that. I'm just gonna blend it out with my sponge. I like to get it like as close to my lash line as possible. I need lip chap so bad. Oh, and just the excess under my nose. I like for my chin to look really, really small. I don't know why. Just preference, I guess. I'm gonna go around my forehead, highlight. And so that's pretty highlighted, but I have a little more highlight. I like a really bright under eye. I thought I had like grown out of that from like when I was like 17, but I haven't, I guess. I revisited it. So I'm using the LA Girl Pro Conceal in the color Fairest. It's almost like stark light, but not quite. So I'm just gonna put a tiny bit of this in my very inner corner. You can see, yeah, how light it is. Ooh, I almost stabbed myself in the eye. I'm gonna keep this really, really close to, you know, like my immediate under eye. Someone is scared right now. Someone is watching me and they're scared. I'm sorry if I'm giving you anxiety. Okay. Then I'm gonna take my foundation brush and just go over the edges and like over my chin. My forehead's fine. And it is even. When I scoot back, it kind of looks like it's patchy, but I promise it's even. Now I'm gonna take my Charlotte Tilbury powder. It's the pressed one, but mine is broken, so I cannot open and show it because it will fall all over my floor. This is the shade 2 medium. I love Charlotte Tilbury products, if you can't tell. If she ever happens to see this, hire me for a campaign, please. Ecom, anything, I love you, Steph. And I'm just gonna put this on my under eye with my beauty blender. I'm taking such a small amount. I like this because of how it like the texture, it makes my under eyes like so smooth. I don't have an issue with pores, but this makes my under eye even smoother. And then just a little on my forehead because I do like a shiny forehead, and just a tiny bit on my chin. Now I'm going to use my Hourglass powder. I usually don't like loose powders. They always break up on me and make me look insane. But this one's so good. It's the Hourglass Veil Translucent Setting Powder. And this one has like, I think pearl pigment in it or something that makes light reflect off of you. So it's like blurring and it's brightening. So that's really why I use it, is for like the brightening effect. I'm going to use this on a brush. This is a Real Techniques. I'm pretty sure this is their foundation like buffing brush. I've had this brush for probably 5 years now. This brush is a no limit soldier. And I am just going to press that on my under eye. Can we just, like, I know I look crazy, but let's just, I digress. And I'm not using a lot. Like I don't bake or anything like that. This is just enough to cover the area. And I'm just gonna put a little bit on my forehead and whatever's left on my chin. Now I'm taking the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish Natural in the color Dark to set my face, and the It Cosmetics Heavenly Luxe Jumbo Powder Brush in the number 3. This brush is amazing. Honestly, their brushes are so worth the money, and like everything, they're so soft and they're so sturdy, and it's just such a good feeling. I am addicted to these powders. I've been using them for so long. I like that it doesn't take the shine away from my forehead or anything. Like I'm still pretty shiny. My skin, like when I'm on set, they're always like, can someone powder her, powder her, powder her, powder her? And it's like my skin is eating the powder, like a little Pac-Man. It just eats the powder and it stays shiny. I'm just gonna kind of go over my under eye just to make sure I don't look insane. Yeah. Now I'm taking the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish Natural in Dark Deepest to Bronze. It Cosmetics Heavenly Luxe Empress Fan Brush 324. This brush does all the bronzer work for you. If you have like a hard time like gauging how much to put on, or just, you know, diffusing it and blending it, it does all the work for you. I take a decent amount of bronzer because I love bronzer. And yeah, I just go where my cheekbone is. I don't know. I don't try to like, you know, give myself like higher cheekbones or anything like that. How nice is that? It's just so like, I would say it's neutral leaning warm. So Matches the undertones of my skin. And then I gotta hit the chin, of course, because I like my chin to look tiny. And under my lip. My Cupid's bow, just to kind of make my lips look a little pouty. And then I don't really contour my jawline because I have a pretty sharp jaw and I don't want to, you know, look too manly or anything, so just whatever's left. And then the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish Natural in Sun Power. So this one is really like orange and it just adds like that little bit of sun kiss, sunburn. So I don't take as much of this one, maybe like just, and I just like to go on the top of my forehead, over my cheeks, and of course my chin. Look, at this point my chin barely has any highlight, but that's okay. I'll break down my forehead contour a little bit. Now, let's do blush. I'm gonna be using the Patrick Ta She's a Doll blush. I actually just got this. It's like a really pretty blue pink. If you don't know what color blushes look good on you, just pinch your cheeks like when you don't have makeup on, and whatever color your cheeks turn will look so good on you. I pinch mine and mine turn like bright pink, so I'm bright pink. I'm gonna be using the Real Techniques highlighter brush. Again, I have had this brush for probably like 5 years, and another No Limit Soldier. I'm just going to, I feel like this is where the clean girl makeup look really comes together. That bright under eye with like the poppy blush. Really an elite combo. Okay, that's enough. Let me not get carried away. This side is a little too strong, so I'm just gonna, with my finger. Honestly, like instead of going back with like my powder brush and muddying it up, it's so much easier to just take a clean finger and dab it off. Like it will take powder products down to where you need them to be. Like that looks so much better rather than like I said, using my powder brush with like my leftover face powder. Or you can, if you do want to use a powder, I would suggest using your like loose powder, your under eye setting powder, to like diffuse that instead of adding more pigment. That's when you start getting like a muddy cheek that we don't want. So with Patrick Ta blushes, you put the cream over the powder. I hate these packages that you have to like open like this. I dig my hand in it every single time and I just freaking scratched my powder. That is annoying, jeez. Anyways, I'm just gonna use one of my fingers. To grab the cream and go, the cream is like right here, and go over this powder so I can get like that natural glow. Can you see how that's like making me kind of glow? For eyebrows, I don't like to make too much of a fuss over my eyebrows anymore. Just is what it is. I use the Gucci mascara. Honestly, I don't know what it is about this formula, and it's not like super black, so I really like it in my eyebrows. And the brush, like the wand, is so nice for my eyebrows. I just comb upwards. I like to keep my eyebrows laminated, but I haven't done it in a while. So, oh well, that's fine. So you can see how that made a difference, but it's still really natural. And even though it's black, technically, it's like a natural black. And then I'm going to use I feel like I use 2 products for everything. My foundation, 2 products, 2 bronzers, 2 powder. I do kind of have a thing with doing things in even numbers. But now I'm gonna use the Charlotte Tilbury Legendary Brows Micro Precision Tinted Brow Gel. in the color Soft Brown. It's much lighter than my eyebrows, and I like that. It kind of just adds dimension, and I like that this one, yeah, just makes your eyebrows fluffy and nice, and kind of lifts your brow hairs like off your face, so you don't have brow hairs that are like glued onto your face. My lips are so dry, and I've drank like a gallon of water today. I have a little bit of mascara like under my brow, which is fine, no big deal. Waiting for it to dry and flicking it away or whatever. Your spit will get rid of that really fast, so. Sorry if this is grossing you out. Okay, nice. And then for my eyelashes, I am using the Lancome Monsieur Big mascara. I have the mini one because I love a wet mascara, and I find that by the time I'm done using this, it was like wet all the way through, rather than like a big size, like the full size, where it would dry out before I get a chance to use it all. I like to drag my eyelashes out. I feel like it just makes your eyes look a little more romantic when they're kind of going out to the side like a cat eye. Even though I have more like round almond shaped eyes. How good is that mascara? Okay. My eyes are kind of flirty now. All right, so now I'm going to do my lips. This is MAC Cork Lip Pencil. It's like a warm brown, so like yellow undertones. Does anyone else do that? Like they will line their lips and then lick them. Like without fail, even when I'm getting my makeup done, I have to lick my lips. And I feel so bad because I'm like, this is so gross, but it's just such a habit. I don't overline them too much, but I do like to emphasize my Cupid's bow. And go right on top of my lip line. And I feel like when I put like an actual color in the center, like my face just looks too makeup-y. So I'm just gonna be using the Too Faced Lip Injection Extreme. I need to get another one. This is on its last leg, but I like that it irritates my lips and makes them, you know, like more pink. And then I'm going to put the Dior Lip Glow Oil in 012 Rosewood on top. I love this stuff, I keep it in my bag. Just because that's a little bit thicker and less retouch if it's thicker. So this is where we're at. Now I'm going to take my MAC Fix Plus and spray my face down. Does anyone remember when this used to be like $20 and now it's $30 and I still refuse to be without it? I have not been without this spray since I first tried it. This just melts everything down. My lips are tingling. It used to hurt, but now I love this feeling. I wear this every single day. Even when I don't wear makeup, I just put this on. I feel like it just brings color to my face. Okay. So this is what we're looking like. I hope you guys like this video. I would definitely do like my skincare. I know people have been asking for that, and I have been stalling that out so bad. I will do that soon, and just like my other like everyday makeup looks. But this is like my go-to. Yeah, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.